Yo, what is up, Controlled Chaos Gamers? Welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming. Today, we're going to be having some Scarlet and Violet testing. It's going to be me versus Breeze for the first set. Let's get into the matches. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check out us on Twitch. We are live right now, and we stream live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and pretty soon that's going to be 5 days a week. So if you're excited for that, make sure to check us out. The link is going to be below in the description. Let's get into some gameplay. So this is going to be Lost Box versus Gardevoir. This is the rematch of... I cannot remember the town.
I think it's Aichi.
Aichi Champions League. Had over 3,000 players, and the winner was Lost Box. We'll see if we can recreate that matchup, or if Breeze can take me down while I'm trying. Would you like heads or tails?
I'll take tails.
Heads it is. I'm going to choose to go first.
All right.
In this best of 3. And hopefully just win 2 swift games.
Yeah, you wish.
5, 6, 7. Sounds good. Sweet. Yeah, I have them disabled right now. Temporarily. I'm sorry.
L.
Box.
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, I totally thought that was a cleft key for a second. I was going to poop my pants.
The
I was
proxy.
Like, oh, no. Top was a escape rope anyways.
Nice.
Who cares?
You're going to rope me into nothing?
Flower selecting. We're going to get rid of an electric energy.
Nice. These things look incredible, those full art energies.
I know. Super dope. We're going to bench a Comfey. I think it is best to attach a water energy. They're not going to be super useful in this matchup, except for the Greninja. So we're going to retreat and flower selecting. And this is kind of an interesting one. I think we do go ahead, though, and get rid of this boss's orders.
Right.
Now I'm thinking in my head, and if I can get 3 in the Lost Zone this turn, might be pretty good. Let's see. I think we will go ahead and bench a Comfey and use an escape rope.
Okay.
There's nothing in Breeze's deck, to my knowledge, that can knock out multiple Pokemon at once. I will use flower selecting and get rid of the 4th Comfey.
It's fair enough.
It's funny. And I will, just in case I get judged, bench a Cramorant and pass my turn over to you.
All right. Draw to get started here. We're going to go ahead and open with a Battle VIP pass. It's nice for the quick deck search here.
Can't send long messages, bro.
Ralts.
You can't send long messages, dog. It was what? Oh. That's funny.
Right, and on our first deck search here, we're seeing that the Radiant Greninja is prized, which is pretty unfortunate.
Darn, you can't go 90-90.
Establishing a Manaphy seems pretty good here, and we're going to get down to 60 HP Ralts.
Right, because you do have that 71, it's not going to matter anymore.
Absolutely, I'd rather get the 60 HP Ralts down so that I can evolve it before it matters with things like Lost Mine.
Yep. And I'm really trying next turn with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get to 10. You might be saying, what is that combination? It's the Lost Vacuum with the Beach Court and the Colress and all 3 Comfeys on the field. I can get to 10 next turn.
Right. Sounds excellent. I forgot that I didn't need to shuffle because I don't have a Radiant Greninja down. Unfortunately, I was going to use concealed cards, but I can't. We're going to go ahead and put the attachment per turn onto the bench Ralts. I've just got a feeling that this one is going to get spat at innocently in the active here.
Fair enough.
Go ahead and play Judge.
And there we go. So the Judge is going to reset my hand. I did have a pretty much guaranteed 10 cards in the Lost Zone next turn, so we're going to see if this new hand of 4, 5 with the draw, can help me out.
Right. Sitting here shuffling, I was like, I have 3 energies in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and use concealed cards before I judge. And then... The Radiant Greninja was prized.
Oh.
Seems like Radiant Pokemon love to hang out over in the prize cards.
No kidding.
Don't know what it is about them.
Actually haven't gotten a good look at my deck either, so kind of just hoping to find a nest ball or something to allow me to search the deck eventually so that I can check out what those prize cards may be.
Makes sense. And I'm eyeing this boss's orders over in your lost zone right now. That's kind of
1, 2, 3, 4.
My go-ahead right now. I think I'm going to commit the Ultra Ball.
Okay.
Discarding 2 energy here for another alt. The thing about this deck is that generally it feels pretty okay to get energy in the discard.
Right.
Could go with the Zacian this turn, but being knocked out with my ult, if my active Ralts gets knocked out, then it's going to be a lot of trouble for me having only one Kirlia in play.
Exactly.
Can make things very difficult very quick. We've already attached for turn. I will go ahead and offer you tap or cut. We've got 1 card in hand, and I'll pass over to you.
Sounds good. I'm going to draw for turn. See if we can't get something started here. We're going to start off with the flower selecting. Look at the top 2. I think for this matchup, Manaphy does not matter, at least for the moment. If it does matter later, we always have 2 games at the very least to play. So.
Makes sense.
And I think this one is going to be a little slower. I have seen some things, and I highly doubt you play a V-Star or V-Max, so I am going to go ahead and use the Forest Seal Stone. Star Alchemy is going to grab me a Colress.
Right. And for you, you could assume that I'm playing the Gardevoir deck. You could assume that I also run a Mewtwo V-Star.
Right.
It all depends on how you want to play it. When you see what your opponent's playing, there are certain risks that you have to take, right? And certain things that you have to accept.
And not seeing any V Pokemon go down on turn 1 typically for me means that the field doesn't have any V Pokemon. They actually can't hear it, but you're good to turn it off anyways.
Just in case, also, for later.
Exactly. Cut or chop?
I'll go ahead and cut here.
And we're going to use that cool rest that we just searched for to look at the top 5. And we've got 1 card we want to keep. I think we will keep this one just in case. We definitely don't need these 2 at the moment, so I will get rid of Sky Seal Stone and Energy Recycler. And put these other 3 into my hand.
Recycler going down. Very interesting.
We're going to use a switch card to get into the Comfey and use flower selecting.
That is the big 7.
And I think I will get rid of a Mirage Gate. Does not feel that necessary at the moment. That's going to put me to 7, just like Breeze had mentioned there. And we're just going to go ahead and attach. Do I want to do that, actually? I think that's okay. We're going to go ahead and attach for turn, and we will retreat into Cramorant. And I'm going to use my attack spit innocently for the first prize card of this game.
Right, we're going to go up with this Ralts as a memory skip attack, which is pretty cool. The Cramorant staying active for a turn could be pretty key here.
Indeed.
So, we did top deck a card. Lets us draw. We have the Miriam. So we'll go ahead and shuffle in just a Ralts here.
Okay.
Don't like using the Miriam for that very much, but definitely want to draw some cards. This is actually better than evolving into the Kirlia. That was the last card in my hand last turn.
Right.
And using Refinement to C2. This way, I get to draw 3 cards off Miriam, and then use Refinement to draw 2 more. Get to see 5 total cards. It's considerably better than 2.
And I think this is the one scenario where Mirage Steps would be pretty nuts.
Yeah, I could agree with that. This turn, I would really like to find some rare candy play would be my ideal, but beggars can't be choosers. We'll see what we draw.
Right.
3 cards here. Seems actually pretty good. So we can go ahead and evolve to Kirlia on the bench. And I think I'm going to go with Refinement on the Emergency Jelly.
Sounds good.
Doesn't seem good, but the other cards just seem too important.
What's up, Star Keys? Welcome to the stream.
Bubble ball here. Could be a decent Mew grab. A little Celebrations Mew.
Yeah, I don't dislike the Mew or the Kirlia here, either one.
Right. I'm not sure that I want to put down a 60 HP Pokemon right now, though, but I guess it's better than nothing. So we'll put down the Mew, and then we're going to go back in with a Fog Crystal.
Yep.
It's going to be a Ralts. We get to use Mysterious Tail here. Try to find some cool cards. I don't think there's really anything that I could find off of Mysterious Tail that could get me an attack put together this turn, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But we'll let it ride. Go ahead and retreat, and we'll use Mysterious Tail. 5 and 6. Grab a Fog Crystal here.
Okay.
Probably going to save the Fog Crystal for next turn. Don't see a reason why I would want to play it right now, honestly. Could establish another Ralts, but the issue with that is that if I put down a 60 HP Ralts and have a 60 HP Mew in play, I could run into a lot of trouble really quick.
Exactly.
I can evolve to this Kirlia.
And you just use the Fog Crystal, yeah?
No, I still have the Fog Crystal in hand.
Okay, gotcha.
And we'll use Refinement. Okay, and we do actually draw into the 60 HP Ralts, but I'm going to elect to not play it here, especially with the Manaphy down. Lost Mine is a lot less impactful right now.
Right.
Not a lot to be afraid of. So now we will go ahead and Fog Crystal for the energy attachment this turn. And I will pass there.
Sounds good. I'm going to draw for turn. Nothing too crazy here. I think I will go ahead and... Miriam has been played, so I think it is safe to assume that there's not too many more options to shuffle Pokemon back. I'm going to go Lumineon. I'm going to grab Boss's Orders out of my deck.
Okay.
And I will use it to grab the Manaphy.
All right.
Cards cut here.
We can assume that Andy's probably looking for a... this could be actually a really good canceling Cologne play if you had a Greninja down, but you obviously don't. And could also be a good Lost Mine turn.
Cut her tap. And we're going to go ahead and... There's nothing that I know of that can... Yeah, we're going to go Mirage Gate right now. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get energy down on my Raikou. If you use another Judge, kind of prevent it from being shuffled back into the deck.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And we're going to use the attack Spit Innocently for 110 damage, taking a knockout and going down to 4 prizes remaining.
All right.
Quick tap.
See, the Mew promote here doesn't seem like the worst thing. Go ahead and draw.
Welcome
Nice.
Everybody to the stream. If you're
Here.
just now tuning in, this is Lost Box versus Gardevoir. Super busted decks from Scarlet and Violet.
We're actually going to Mysterious Tail first before we Refinement here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. I think we actually will just take the level ball instead of the rare candy here,
Sounds good.
and then I'll play that level ball. That'll get me down another Kirlia. Kind of thins one extra card if I just take the rare candy, then can run into the Kirlia, which is fine, but then the level balls in the deck do nothing.
Right.
I think this thins the most cards out of the deck because I just want to find Gardevoir now this turn. That is my big goal. I'm just going to do a quick count of my energies discarded here. So it looks like 4, and this would be number 5. go ahead and use Refinement. We're going to do this one first.
Now I'm afraid of some random Kyogre play that I don't know it's coming.
Use another Refinement here.
Get rid of those Battle VIP passes is super nice. I actually have no way in this deck of removing Battle VIP pass from my hand. So the only way to get it into the discard or lost zone is by using Flower Selecting or using it on the first turn. So
use another Refinement here.
Yep. I'm just going to indicate that this has been evolved this turn.
Right. Makes sense. Alright. We've drawn a lot of cards. We have not played a supporter. We're going to evolve into a Shining Arcana Gardevoir.
Very nice.
And we'll use Shining Arcana. Do both to hand here. Okay. Going with Fog Crystal. Right now, ultimately what I'm looking for is some sort of play to do this turn that would threaten the Raikou a little bit. And I think the best sort of play that I have is to attack the Gardevoir EX, knowing that the Collapsed is still in the deck as well. Be a little unfortunate for me to not get the mana fee back down, but I don't think I'm that threatened. Are going to go ahead and evolve to the Gardevoir EX. We no longer use the ability used for that guy.
Yeah, it's kind of busted. It can use its ability anytime, which is insane.
Right, absolutely. So, we can go attach to retreat the Mew.
Yep.
Bring up the EX. And that leaves also this Gardevoir as less threatened, I should say. Which is a big deal because my draw engine is kind of disappearing right now. So if we put 3 of them here.
Okay. Going to 6 damage counters?
6 damage counters, 250 HP. Looking at your board right now, it seems a little difficult for you to hit that number. And actually, what I should have done is use the ability on Mew. Puts it to 40, which means lost mine. Yeah, this seems slightly better. Because Meta
I would
Knowledge...
have just lost mine.
Right, absolutely. Meta Knowledge, I know that you run that Dragonite, so...
This is true. I do run the Dragonite, which was absent from the list in... what was the town called again?
Aichi.
Aichi.
I think so. We're gonna have to double check that one, I think, to be 100% sure.
Aichi? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Palpad back in just the Miriam.
You guys are Oinkalone fans too. I know that's going to be the next matchup, so you're going to be super excited to see that. Oh, you do run Palpad. Interesting.
Right. And I will go ahead and attack you for 190 and take my first prize card of the game.
Sounds good. I think I will promote a Comfey here. Draw for turn. Another Battle VIP pass. Not what you want to see. We're going to use Nest Ball, though.
Never ideal.
And I think this is the perfect turn for Greninja to take 2 knockouts.
Great.
Not getting the mana fee down means that you are a little bit of a pickle when it comes to the Pokemon on the field.
Right, absolutely. Doesn't feel good to leave these guys vulnerable, but that's how it has to be.
Yep.
Had to play the Miriam for card draw. Unfortunately, if I was able to hold on to it, would have been a lot better.
We'll use Flower Selecting. Which one do I take? Technically, they both see me 2 cards. I think this one is better. And then we'll go Escape.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I take a knockout on something else.
Alright, and I see the Greninja come down. I'm going to promote the Mew because it's like, even if you try to go around the Mew, it's good to have in the active.
Flower Selecting. There we go. Okay, now we are going to...
Also, this is the thing that you're most likely to knock out.
Right.
Keep up the amazing battles. Can't wait for post-rotation. That's how we feel in this house as well.
Indeed, indeed.
I am very tired of playing Standard. I'm so excited for us to finally be post-rotation.
Right.
We got like 2 more weeks.
That is going to be a water and electric energy going down on that Greninja.
Right. And see, now I see a 3rd lightning energy go down on your side of the board.
Yes.
If you're only running the Raikou, I would probably assume 2 maximum. The 3rd one might tip me off that maybe you play another attacker that uses lightning.
Vikavolt.
Could be a Vikavolt.
It can't.
I know.
Sad days. We're going to play down at Beach Court.
Yep.
And we will retreat for free thanks to Beach Court making my Pokemon's retreat 1 less if I'm a basic. And then I will attach a 2nd water energy for turn. And I think I will just go ahead and use Moonlight Shuriken. I'm going to take 2 knockouts, 1 on Kirlia, 1 on Mew. Go down to 2 prizes remaining, and all I need to do left is knock out that Gardevoir or a Zacian V, something else.
Right. So in order to make it as hard as possible for you, we're going to promote the Shining Arcana Gardevoir, force you through this first, ideally, I should say. We will go ahead and attach for turn here. And I actually don't want to play any of these cards. I think Serena on the Raikou could be a good play, but I need a lot to take a knockout on it. Currently, I've got 2 Psychic in the discard, so I could go up to 4 energy, which means I'd be hitting for 180. It's a little bit short if I play the Serena.
Right.
So I think what I'm going to do is just try to slow you down a little bit, again, make it hard for you to knock out this EX. Just go ahead and play Judge.
Yep. Get 3 Battle VIP passes shuffled back into my deck. So.
Yeesh. Hopefully you draw all of them.
I hope not. I'm also kind of hoping for you to take a knockout on the Greninja so that I can pivot. Currently, having to retreat into a Comfey and keep the energy on the Greninja doesn't actually feel that good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And basically, this Gardevoir promo is just me trying to buy a turn.
Better turn.
And draw 4 cards.
1, 2, 3, and oops, 4. There we go.
Okay.
Now what Breeze doesn't know is actually both of these cards were prized, so I just unprized both of them, which is fantastic.
Let's see. Sure that I'm a huge fan of the Cresselia play for this turn. It seems like it might be okay as an option to snipe down a Comfey real quick. Leaves the Greninja active, which also isn't bad. It heals my Gardevoir, which is also pretty good. I think we'll open with Shining Arcana and then make a decision after that. Go both to hand here. Rico could come up. I think I like the Cresselia play just a little bit more here. We'll go ahead and bench the Cresselia.
I'm gonna have to read that one because I'm not quite sure what it does. Looks like Moonglow Reverse moves 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's kind of a snipe option and a healing option. Oh boy, that's a little risky.
Right, this feels like an aggressive play, but I'm gonna ride with it. I want to get the damage counters off of my Gardevoir EX. That seems pretty high priority right now. So we'll go with the hard retreat into the Cresselia. And this is super cool because we can go ahead and use Gardevoir EX's ability.
Yep.
We can go 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here.
From each of your Pokemon includes itself. Interesting.
Absolutely, yeah. And so now all of these have 2 damage counters on them, but we're going to go ahead and use Moonglow Reverse, and that'll move 2, 4, 6, 8. So this will go down to 4, and it lets me take a knockout on a Comfey.
Very nice. So going down to 4 prizes remaining, I still have 2. We're going to draw for turn. And this does eliminate my chances of going Escape Rope Dragonite, so that was a good play there. We're going to go with the Heavy Ball. Now that Breeze knows, I did prize Heavy Ball and Dragonite, so
Yikes.
I could not actually get it out for a while. Did you want to?
I'll tap.
Okay.
So ideally that was a pretty good judge, but
Indeed.
just didn't quite stick the way I wanted it to.
Right. I think we're going to go ahead with a Nest Ball.
Okay.
And just see what we have as options. Also, something to consider, this Drapion can take a knockout on the Gardevoir.
Weak to dark.
Yep. So, but I think I am just going to fail the Nest Ball. There's kind of no reason for me to use it at the moment. Actually, we will use it. I think we'll just grab a Sableye down just to thin it out of the deck.
Makes sense.
We're kind of in top deck mode as far as playable cards go. A lot of energy down. One Mirage Gate left in the deck. Still do not have any clear win conditions yet, so we're trying to see if we can find those. I think the one win condition I'm looking at right now is to attack with Raikou this turn, take a knockout, and then just knock out this Ralts next turn. But it always runs the risk of you going Rare Candy into Gardevoir EX.
Right.
And then I need to find a Drapion with 4 energy, which is actually impossible at the moment. So,
I'm not taking a moment to exactly look at your Mirage Gate counts. I believe you've played 2, and you don't retreat the energy with the Beach Court
yes,
play.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, you've played 2, and there's 1 in your Lost Zone. So
we'll use Fleet-Footed, gonna draw 1 card. Yeah. I think we're going to go ahead and use that energy recycler now. Okay. Put all 4 energy into the deck. And then we will go ahead and use Lightning Rondo, doing 180 damage right now.
Sounds good.
Taking 1 prize, going down to 1 remaining. So almost shoring up this game.
All right. Now, it was just as you said, I really want to find... Got the Gardevoir EX piece in the hand, but I just want to find that Rare Candy piece now.
Right, tap whenever you get a sec.
Always the option of knocking out the Raikou here. Let's see. If I do that, then I lose to Lost Mine.
Right, and that's the big kicker.
Right. I think we will just go up with the big EX here. I'll draw for turn. Found the Rare Candy off the top deck.
Wow.
We'll use Shining Arcana. Put these in the hand. And then... Actually don't see a reason why I wouldn't play the Worker here.
Yep.
I found a whole bunch of supporters off of that. Obviously can't play them now, unfortunate. And yes, we go ahead and Rare Candy up to Gardevoir EX.
I'm really glad we didn't see a Roxanne this game. Roxanne would have been able to shut down just everything in my hand with the limited draw options that the Comfey engine provides.
Right. So, like I said, there's only 2 Psychic in here. By Hard Retreat, there'd be 4. Don't have a way to get this in my hand. One thing that I was thinking about is if I could use the emergency jelly in Gardevoir.
Indeed,
would be pretty cool. But swing here and then hope that you don't have a gust option. I know you've played a boss and you've lost on a boss. So I think that's my ideal here. And then after that, hope that you don't really have anything else. So we'll go ahead. Just not taking the knockout here feels really bad. Nothing I can really do about that, right? Aside from swing with this baby Gardevoir. That loses to too much, though. I think my ideal would actually be swinging the Lumineon for 2 prizes. But obviously I didn't have that, otherwise I would have done it. We'll just go ahead and play it a little slower and see what happens, and we'll hit you for 190.
Sounds good.
We can always do like a Clara for Moonglow reverse play.
Draw for turn?
An option. These are all just things that I'm trying to keep in mind as we go forward.
I think I will go ahead and use Colress's experiment.
Okay.
Gonna look at the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna lost zone the nest ball as well as the Colress's experiment. Go to 11 in the lost zone.
Yep.
And what's the best option here? I think we want to go ahead and use concealed cards to discard the water energy and draw 2. Totally forgot he has an ability, so we're just going to draw 1.
Sure.
And I think that is fairly good in this scenario. We are going to go ahead and 120, 160, 160. Okay, so it doesn't quite get a knockout. If I hit you for 1, okay. Let's go ahead and this is rough.
Right, this game is surprisingly complicated.
Yes. I think we're just going to Lightning Rondo 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160.
Yep. Is my calculation as well, so I'm at 200. Because I had the 40 on me still. Go ahead and draw for turn. Okay, so in order to activate Emergency Jelly, I need to get up to 280, which is 4 energy.
Yeah, and I think that might be a little difficult for you, is why I was considering another play, but I think this one is just the best one altogether, because even if you attach that many energies, it still feels like you're very far away.
Right. So I think let's go with... The reason I didn't attach for turn last turn is because I have this Judge. I could shuffle the energy back in and try to find it off Shining Arcana. I'm not exactly sure what the highest probability play is.
Attach for turn? There is no reason for me to attach for turn, Mr. Poncho. Yeah.
Always will retreat. It's always in my playbook here. I always put the Emergency Jelly down.
If I attach for turn, I can't do this next turn. So that's why. Yeah, this deck is really difficult to play because there are some decisions that don't make sense at sometimes, like not attaching for turn, etc.
Up to 280 would be all 4 of these.
Yep, and then you can't attack.
Means that I'd need to find 1 energy off Shining Arcana.
Let's see it.
I'm not sure what the higher percentage is. We'll go ahead and use Shining Arcana, though. Those will both go to hand, unfortunately.
Oh, that's rough.
So then... It's not all still lost quite yet. Since we have used the Shining Arcana, we'll attach for turn here.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and just use our ability a whole bunch. We're gonna go 1 right here, and then a whole bunch right here.
Okay. So 3 there.
Yep. That'll be another 6, and then that'll be 2.
Okay.
And I definitely don't want to play the Collapse Stadium here. I think all I want to do is play Judge.
Sounds good. Hoping that I don't find a psychic energy.
Teams got cheated by the Chiefs. Very true. Bro, I hate the Chiefs. Go Cats. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
It's weird that a lot of teams have had to change their names, but not the Chiefs.
I agree.
I feel like that's like just slightly hitting the it must be nice to have 5 downs.
Couldn't be me.
That's so funny.
Could not be me.
Alrighty here. And I'm feeling like this one is shored up. I have a lot of outs in the deck. We'll see.
Woof. Missed a whole bunch there, not a single energy or anything like that. I think I'd just go ahead and hit you for 190.
Okay.
I've got the Serena in hand in the case that we survive for an extra turn. But
We'll promote
that
the Combe.
Sableye there is just able to take the knockout on my
Draw.
Gardevoir EX.
We're going to start off with the flower selecting.
Easy enough.
And does that assure me the game? Let's see.
Just
Switch bird?
need an energy, basically. Oop. Little bump. Oops. We're good.
There we go. Flower selecting. Actually, this is better to get rid of, and the reason is because I can go concealed cards.
Yep.
Draw 1, 2.
Crossing my fingers.
Whoa, beach court. And we'll go with the vacuum. We'll drop off the jelly.
Okay.
This gives me one more turn, hopefully, maybe. And then we will Roxanne.
Okay. I know the Serena in deck. That's all I want to find right now.
Yep.
I don't think I've played the boss either. I might have. This has been quite the game.
Indeed.
But we get 2 cards off Roxanne, we draw for turn is 1 more card, then we have Shining Arcana for 2 more cards.
Turns out.
Deck is pretty thin, just want to find a gust option for that Luminion, assuming you don't want to return it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, I whiffed it.
Yikes.
Huh. That's nuts.
All you needs is the psychic energy. The last Mirage Gate.
We'll attach for turn to Greninja. Oh man. And then we're just going to pass the turn. You got it?
Not yet. Oh, off the top deck.
GG's.
GG's.
That was insane.
That was an
I knew I
insane
had
game.
one prize.
Yep.
All I needed was either this or this, and it would have been game over. So this is going to be game 2. I am going first. I know we're kind of slim on time, so I'm going to try and win this one pretty fast.
Right, so we've been doing a lot of commentary on these games. So.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 minutes? What? 14 minutes. Oh, that's not bad. 6, 7. Alrighty.
Would have been a really excellent hand if not for the mulligan.
Oh, wow. Very insane. That was like full bench worth right there.
Absolutely. 7. Alright.
I'll take that extra card.
Sounds good.
And I am going first. I'm going to flip over. I do have Sableye as my start. Good luck.
I started a Ralts here, the 60 HP one.
Draw for turn for me. And I will bench Raikou and use Switch Card.
Ooh, that is
Fleet-footed.
a good sign for me.
Doing Heavy Ball to grab a Manaphy, and I will pass my turn over to you.
Draw. We're gonna go ahead and slam these down.
Wow, okay, well, you didn't have to brag about it.
1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon coming into play on my side here. Feel pretty happy about that.
Jeez.
And I'm just going to elect to forego price checking and then sake of time.
Right. Yeah, me too, until I heavy balled.
Fair enough.
And I was like, well, that works out.
There we go. Well, these guys are going to end up getting benched for me. Boom. Huge.
60-60, you better hope I don't get 4 scoop up nets next turn.
I'll use concealed cards. Awesome. And actually, what's really funny is that this damage matters.
Yes, it does.
So we'll go ahead and use Memory Skip. We can't use Lightning Rondo next turn,
Right.
but it also does 10 damage.
Fleet-footed. We're going to use Colress's Experiment.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get rid of the... We're going to get rid of the Psychic Energy in a Battle VIP Pass. Bench Comfey. Escape Rope.
And I think I'm just going to send out the other worlds with 60 HP.
Okay. Best Ball.
Actually, the Greninja's probably the best one. Should have thought about that for 2 seconds. I'm prone to doing things like that, though. I think we all know that around here.
Indeed.
I'll live with it.
It's not too big of a deal.
Right.
I'm interested to see if that steel weakness on Ralts matters, because the other one's weak to dark, I just realized.
Right. I can't think of anything in which it would matter.
Does Broom hit for 30?
I doubt it. I think its attack costs like 4 energy or something.
Oh, yikes.
I thought it was one of those like Bibarel-esque Pokemon where it's like, it is a support Pokemon. Or Comfey.
Flower selecting.
Basically never use spinning attack. Unless you're really sad.
Best Ball. Cramorant.
Yep. And yeah, the Cramorant is exactly why the Greninja promo is correct off that escape rope.
I still need one more switch card, so it's not the worst for you. We're going to go attach to Retreat into Comfey and use Flower Selecting. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to get rid of that one this time, and then we will pass my turn.
Drop. We will conceal cards first. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that. We're going to go ahead and Rare Candy. Probably go with this one, and we'll use Shining Arcana. Okay. Go like that.
Yep.
And now, this is probably going to help you, but I'll play Judge.
Okay. Actually, I had a fantastic hand.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it just wasn't a hand that I could play off of turn 1.
Right.
But I had Raihan, Mirage Gate, I had 2 Lost Vacuums, I had a bunch of options.
Wow. Well, seems okay then.
I'm more or less hoping that this Judge gets you stuck. That would be
Right.
nice.
Right, and I was pretty stuck where I was on the last turn. I had like multiple Gardevoir EXs and normal Gardevoirs, and I was like, well, really wish that with the 2 I could have done something.
So tap for you.
Cards here. Let's go with... I attached that manually last turn. This came into play on Shining Arcana. So I'll go ahead and manually attach.
Okay.
And just Memory Skip for 10, and you can't use Spinning Attack.
Sounds good. I'll use Flower Selecting. That's going to get rid of a boss's orders. I'm going to... Let's see. Does this ever matter? Probably not. Beach Court. Retreat. Flower Selecting. Rid of Beach Court.
It's actually kind of funny because this can be relevant as well off the Moonglow Rivers.
True. And we will go ahead and yeah, we're just gonna switch card a little out of order. I was hoping to get another switch card and remove the 10 damage from the Raikou. So oh, taking a lot. Okay. And then I will attach an energy to Raikou and get rid of Beach Court.
Yep. There. Yep. Wow.
It's 110.
Didn't matter too much, so... Get on the the routes here. Go up with Gardevoir. Drop return. We are just going to open up with the judge.
Okay, very nice. I had nothing in my hand, so.
Nice.
But
we both get to play the game.
I assume you had nothing in your hand as well.
I had a VIP pass and a Clara.
Wow. You could Clara for that energy back, you know.
Yep. The rolls as well.
Ah, yeah, true.
Right.
I think the best case scenario for me now is to tie. So
Right.
I want to win this game and hopefully not have a chance to play another.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and use Shining Arcana.
Yep.
Attach one, because why not? And quick look over here. I've got 3 energies. We will Fog Crystal. Get the Ralts out.
Okay.
Still haven't manually attached. I also haven't used concealed cards. Let's go evolve into Curlia and then use Refinement.
Yep.
Okay. And looking at the options here. I think it just ends up being Brainwave here for 150.
Awesome. Taking the first prize for you.
Yep.
I will promote Comfey for off turn. And we'll use flower selecting. And that's gonna hate this, man. Gonna get rid of the forest seal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna use Raihan to attach.
Looks like you are going to be able to piece together an attack this turn, which is nice.
Yep. Grab that card. Currently hitting for 140, so
yep,
not too concerned about benching more Pokemon.
Right.
Third tap. And then we will go ahead and we've used this. Switch card.
Yep.
Gonna heal that 10. And then I will use Fleet-Footed to draw a card. Did get a supporter for next turn, which is nice. I think we will go ahead and bench Greninja.
Yep.
And I will attach a water energy to it. And then we were going to go ahead and use Lightning Rondo for 160 in the knockout.
Okay.
Taking 1 prize, going down to 4 remaining.
A lot of energy over here in my discard pile. Ideally, I think my best play is going to be to knock out the Sableye using Ningler Reverse. I want to avoid going to Roxanne number, that is why. We'll draw for turn. I will... might use this, obviously. Tribble.
Yep.
Lets me get out the Gardevoir EX. We will use Refinement before we evolve.
Need 1 more to use Sableye here. Currently have 9.
We will Refinement this Emergency Jelly. We'll get rid of that. 2 cards. Now we will go Gardevoir EX. We'll use the ability just once on this little guy.
Okay.
to be able to retreat him out. And in the worst case scenario, I can just take a knockout on this Raikou. It's not the end of the world. Let's go with Perlia here. And we'll go... really like keeping the Gust option here. I think we'll go Refinement on the Cresselia.
Okay.
Now that we've kind of committed to this play. Okay, and then that lets me Clara. We'll grab 2 energy. And I don't grab the Ralts here. That lets you take 2 knockouts off of Lost Mines, so this is what we're grabbing.
Okay.
This way I can attach for turn, and then use my ability 2 times on the active. That keeps me out of range of the Dragonites. Okay, we played our supporter. I actually am going to keep the level ball, just in case the Manaphy gets knocked out, it's an option to find it back.
Yep.
I think we are actually going to put the Cresselia down.
Sounds good.
And use the ability to at once, because I'm going to Roxanne number here, so have some backup options, just in case. And we will attack for 190, take the knockout.
Sounds
take
good.
2 prizes.
Alrighty, I am going to promote the Comfey, draw for turn. And I think we will just...
Forgot to use concealed cards. Oops.
I think we're just going to open up with Roxanne.
Okay.
Yeah, my Raihan target was Roxanne, so...
Gotcha.
This late in the game, gotta make money moves, you know?
Oh yeah. So I think ideally I have myself set up here so that I get knocked out by the Sableye. We have
Turn
the
0.
reverse as an option as well. I think it's fine for us to just wrap this one up, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we could tie.
I should be able to win in 2 turns as long as I find Drapion.
Okay. Just 2 cards over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Drapion play seems pretty crazy to pull off, but we'll see. I will say, as long as I don't place another EX down, I should be okay.
We'll use Flower Selecting. Get rid of a Battle VIP pass. Let's see. We'll use concealed cards. 1, 2. An escape rope.
I think the Cresselia seems like the best option here, so we'll go with that. I know it can get knocked out by a Cramorant, but I don't really care if you knock it out that much, honestly.
Flower Selecting. Get rid of Clara. And this is super unfortunate. I just keep whiffing on everything that I need. There's multiple energy in the deck, multiple Mirage Gates, and I just can't find any of them. So we're just going to attach a Sky Seal Stone. And no reason anymore. Yep, we'll just give it up. So Breeze is going to get the win.
Alright.
Good game.
Good game. I had pretty much nothing here.
Yep,
so.
you just need to survive though, and if I can't attack this turn, then you win. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was Gardevoir versus Lost Box, the recreation of the Aichi Champions League, the 3,000 player tournament. Lost Box did win in that one, but you saw Breeze take the win 1-0, and he was going to win that last game had he had more time. So, really nuts to see that Gardevoir is doing big things, beating the BDIF. So, really excited about that. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. And if you want to see us live, we are streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch. As always, my name is Andy, and I am joined by, and this is Controlled Chaos Gaming. We'll see you guys next time.